Once upon a time, there was a girl named Scarlet. She was charming and kind, the kind of child who warmed hearts even in the coldest places. But her life was not easy. Her mother died when Scarlet was only 10 years old. She had no father, no family, no one else to care for her. And with her mother's death, Scarlet's entire world collapsed. Before she passed, Scarlet's mother baked cookies at home and sold them in the neighborhood. The house always smelled of sugar, butter, and warm spices. It was a small life, but a happy one. When her mother died, that sweet scent disappeared, and so did the warmth. Too young to work and too alone to survive, Scarlet began to beg for food. Some kind neighbors gave her leftovers in exchange for small chores, washing dishes, cleaning floors, or babysitting their children. It wasn't fair. She worked harder than anyone her age should have to. At night, she returned to her tiny home, the same home she once shared with her mother, and locked herself inside. Every evening, she would push heavy objects like a mortar, a chair, and even axes against the door, fearing someone might break in. Years passed, but her life didn't get better. Scarlet was tired of being poor, tired of depending on others, tired of seeing people's faces twist in annoyance when she asked for food or pay. Some treated her kindly, but others forced her to do hard labor and paid her little to nothing. Then, one day, Scarlet didn't go out to work. She wasn't feeling well. Her body was heavy, her spirit even more so. She stayed in bed until noon, then slowly got up and ate a bit of leftover food. She sat on her bed, quiet and still, thinking about her mother. Her eyes wandered across the room. For the first time in years, she really looked at their small home. The house had 3 tiny rooms, one small bedroom, a living room that also served as a kitchen, and a tiny toilet. Since the day her mother died, Scarlet had never entered the bedroom. Just walking past the closed door brought her to tears. The pain had been too deep to face. But something was different this day. Scarlet stood up and decided to clean the house, to bring it back to life as it was when her mother was there. She started with the living room, picking up trash, sweeping, scrubbing. It felt strange to move through the space again. Dust covered every corner. The silence had grown thick. Eventually, she gathered her courage and opened the bedroom door. The air inside was stale and moldy. The room hadn't been touched in years, but it wasn't filled with trash, just sadness. Scarlet walked in slowly, heart pounding. She opened her mother's closet and found her favorite dress. She pulled it close and hugged it, imagining her mother's arms around her. Tears filled her eyes, but this time she didn't hold them back. She continued cleaning. When she lifted the bed to wash the floor underneath, she noticed something odd, a small keyhole on the wooden floorboards. Her curiosity sparked. She searched the drawers in the bedroom and found several old keys. One by one, she tried them, until finally, a strange-looking key slid in easily and turned with a soft click. The floor shifted with a groan, sliding open to reveal a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. Torch in hand, Scarlet went down. The stairway closed behind her. She reached a stone platform, which began moving. It carried her deep below, into darkness. At the end of the descent, a giant stone door stood waiting. When it opened, Scarlet gasped. Before her lay a massive underground chamber filled with ancient bakery equipment ovens shaped like dragons, rolling pins etched with runes, enchanted ingredients that glowed faintly, and at the center, a great book floating in midair. It was the Flamebinder's recipe book, a legendary artifact from the Royal Guild of Flame Bakers, sorcerers who once served kings with food that could heal, empower, and reveal truth. Scarlet had stumbled into a lost guild's secret sanctuary. The book opened for her. Each page brought a live, glowing illusions fire dancing across dough, stars folding into flour, magical lessons only the chosen could learn. But before she could celebrate, a voice echoed through the chamber. To earn this legacy, you must pass the 3 trials of heat. The room shifted. A portal opened and Scarlet was pulled into her first trial. Trial 1, the Oven of Fear. Scarlet found herself in a room of fire, surrounded by shadows of her worst memories, being hungry, being alone, being treated like dirt. She had to bake a courage loaf using ingredients hidden among her nightmares. She cried, she trembled, but she faced each fear, gathered what she needed, and finished the loaf. When she ate a piece, her fears burned away like smoke. Trial 2. The Maze of Scent and Smoke. The next chamber was a labyrinth, with illusions of pastries and bread to confuse her. Only one path led forward. She remembered her mother's advice. The nose knows love. Trusting her instincts, she followed the scent of cinnamon and vanilla, her mother's favorite, and escaped the maze. Trial 3. The Mirror Flame. In the final trial, Scarlet faced a mirror showing her as a queen, but alone and cold. Another mirror showed her as a baker, surrounded by happy children and full of warmth. She was told to choose. Scarlet reached out and shattered both mirrors. "I choose to be me," she said. "Let the world call me what they want." At her words, the trials vanished. A voice whispered through the chamber. "You are the last. The fire lives in you." The great book glowed and descended into her hands. The sanctuary shook. She rushed back upstairs, using the moving platform and staircase. Scarlet trained for weeks, mastering the ancient art of baking with heart, fire, and soul. Her pastries could bring joy. Her cookies healed minor wounds. But her greatest test was yet to come. In the royal palace, Queen Althea, mother of Prince Orin, fell gravely ill. No healer, herb, or potion could help her. Her breath grew shallow, her skin pale. The court was desperate. Then, one night, an old royal chef remembered a legend. Only a royal flame baker's recipe can cure this illness. But their line was lost to time. A kingdom-wide search began, but no one came forward. Until one day, a merchant visited the palace with a story. There's a girl in a distant village. Her bread glows, her cookies warm the soul. The prince sent his guards at once. When they arrived at Scarlet's shop, she was wary. But when they told her of the queen's sickness and the lost art of flame bakers, she felt a pull in her heart. "I will come," she said. Prince Orin met her at the gates. He was surprised to find not a healer or magician, but a quiet, soot-smudged girl with flour on her sleeves and kindness in her eyes. She baked through the night in the royal kitchen, following the ancient recipe passed down through her mother. The cake shimmered softly, its warmth pulsing like a heartbeat. When the queen tasted it, color returned to her cheeks. Her breath grew strong. Tears filled the court's eyes. "You have the fire," the queen whispered to Scarlet. "You carry the forgotten flame." Scarlet was offered gold, titles, and land. But she only asked for one thing: a place where no one goes hungry. A bakery for the people. Prince Orin watched her, fascinated. She was not only skilled, but noble in heart. He visited her bakery often. They shared laughter, stories, and secret recipes. Love, slow and sure, rose like dough in warm hands. Soon, he asked her to stay not just as a baker, but as his partner, his equal, his future queen. They married in a spring celebration lit by fireflowers and sweets that danced with light. Scarlet, once the girl who begged for bread, became princess of the flame, keeper of the ancient ovens, and protector of kindness.